viewers, in this video I am going to tell you which 6 of the objects that I own I would make Horcruxes out of if I were to split my soul into 7 pieces, much like Lord Voldemort does, as we find out in Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. Honestly, I think you can tell a lot about a person by their Horcruxes. I think you can tell that Lord Voldemort, while not being wise like Albus Dumbledore was, he was very intellectual, and he liked puzzles and he liked riddles, but he was also very cruel and very evil in the way that he hid his Horcruxes. So my question for you viewers is which 6 objects would you hide pieces of your soul in? And where would you hide them once you had hidden your soul into them? Obviously this is purely hypothetical. I think you can probably tell a lot about a person just by the fact that they would make Horcruxes, so I'm not saying that I would make Horcruxes. This is just a fun activity that I wanted to do. The first thing that I would hide a piece of my soul in is sort of an obvious one. I would hide a piece of my soul in my ukulele. Not my good ukulele, but this ukulele. The first ukulele I ever owned, and the ukulele that pretty much got me into ukulele playing. I would hide it in a tree that's outside our house, a very large tree that's outside our house. I'd hollow out the tree and hide the Horcrux inside it. Actually, I can open up the window to my room and show you the tree that's in my front yard. Well, this is the tree that's in my front yard. It's pretty tall, it's pretty large, and this is just the view from out my window right here. Okay, so I didn't even think about shooting that after I'd made the rest of my video, because now the angle's going to be different, but what can you do? So this is just how it is, I guess. Next, I wanted to choose a souvenir from vacation, and I was going to pick one of the bobbleheads that I got from Disney World each of the 3 times I went. Minnie Mouse from the first time I went when I was 10. Figment from the second time I went when I was 13, and my favorite, the one of Minnie and Mickey kissing from the last time that I went. But in the end, I actually chose my Alice in Wonderland mug, which is my favorite mug. I just feel really awesome in the morning when I'm drinking my tea out of it. I would hide it, unsurprisingly, in Disney World, which is where I got it. I'd probably hide it on one of the rides or something. If you want to see some awesome hiding places in Disney World, read Kingdom Keepers by Ridley Pearson. I haven't read it since like 6th grade, but I remember it being really, really interesting. It's a children's book, but it's still really interesting. The next thing that I would bestow a piece of my soul in was actually a really hard decision. I was either going to bestow the piece of my soul in Steve or in this guy. This is a little charm from a necklace I've had since I was like 6, but sadly the little loopy thing that the string goes into broke off, so now he just is a frog thing. But he sits proudly upon my shelf of things, so it's not all bad because he fits into my shelf of things. I would hide this little guy probably in my cousin Maggie's house, because as this little guy is connected very strongly with my childhood, so is my cousin Maggie's house, because I spent a lot of time there as a child when my parents were at work or whatever. I didn't really want to hide any of them inside my house, so I decided I have a lot of good memories at my cousin's house, and this would be a lovely thing to hide there. The fourth thing that I would make into a Horcrux is John Green's Looking for Alaska. This book literally changed my life. It completely changed the way I look at death and the way that I look at the world now. And this is my favorite book of John Green's. John Green is my favorite author, just below J.K. Rowling, and it's just such a good book, and I would put a piece of my soul in this. The place that I would hide this Horcrux would actually probably be quite easy to find. What I'd want to do is I'd want to bury it in a sort of grave, and on the headstone or whatever, have it say something like, "Here lies a fraction of Lauren's soul," or something. I don't know if that's clever or not. Tell me in the comments, tell me if that that was a clever way to hide it. It would be quite easy to find, but I just thought that was quite clever, so. The fifth thing that I would hide a piece of my soul in is Never Shout Never's The Summer EP. I love Never Shout Never. I wanted to do a CD for one of my Horcruxes, and I was going to do Hank Green's This Machine Pwns Noobs, but I already had one Nerdfighter thing that I was putting my soul in, so I decided to do something different for the CD. But I owe my life to Never Shout Never. I pretty much owe my life to Never Shout Never. I was, before Never Shout Never, I was in this kind of depressing, dark goth phase, and no one really wanted to be around me, but I discovered Never Shout Never, and along with that I discovered happiness and love and optimism, and he's just a lovely, lovely singer-songwriter, and I really enjoy him. I would hide the CD at somewhere at Higher Grounds, maybe under the stage at Higher Grounds, because Higher Grounds is the place where I saw Never Shout Never live. The sixth and final thing that I would put a piece of my soul in would be my songwriting journal from last semester. That was such a great class, and I learned so much about myself in that class, and I have such good memories from songwriting and music production. Just the best memories. It was the best class I've ever taken. I would have never met you, Sam, if I hadn't taken that class. And you can tell a lot about me by if you were to read this journal. You would be able to tell a lot about me. I would probably hide it in the band room. I'm not sure where in the band room. I don't know where in the band room would be a good place to hide that. Viewers that go to my school, tell me in the comments what you think. Where you think in the band room I should hide this. Would be a good place in the band room to hide it in. So those were my Horcruxes and where I'd hide them. In the comments or in a video response, viewers, I'd like you to tell me what your 6 Horcruxes would be, what 6 objects you would put pieces of your soul in, and where you would hide those 6 objects. So that's just something I'm really interested to know. I'll see you tomorrow when I'll be filling in for Sam for Word Wednesday, so goodbye.